That's history. Two weight classes.
Why is it history?
It's history because very few fighters jump up 2 weight classes. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Canelo has such unique skills, and one of the weird things that he does that very few people since Rocky Marciano does is he punches your arms.
Yes.
He brutalizes your arms.
I think it's a massive challenge. Just the weight alone, it's a massive challenge. But in terms of skills and competitiveness, he's on a level. It's just the weight. It's going to be tough.
Usage of anything or anything that would enhance Canelo's performance.
I'll be very, very careful. I'll be very, very careful. I mean, if I was fighting Canelo, I would ask for testing every single minute.
Bernard Hopkins just called Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford the most talked about fight in boxing history. He says this one will be remembered for years. Hopkins is all in on the hype and believes Crawford truly has a shot. Why? Because of his heart, his talent, and how smart he is in the ring with every fight.
It's history. Two weight classes.
Why is it history?
It's history because very few fighters jump up 2 weight classes. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I did 60 to 75 to fight that man.
Yeah.
Take a picture of him. Antonio, right? Antonio, I call him, right? Talk.
He has a legitimate chance. Over 60% for his mind. If you say, Bernard, give me a number.
Give me a number.
He has an 85+ chance to beat Canelo. Why? He's not going in there to prove something, which will fall into Canelo's hand. He would love for him to prove something. That means you will stay there and try to prove something. But to go in there and to let him know, establish that from the first round, that I belong without showing that I am tough. I earned my position to be here. And I want to show you, even though you're being stubborn, that your time not only have came, but it's gone.
But Hopkins also made it clear Canelo is no pushover. He's watched him for years and knows Canelo brings power, experience, and discipline. He said this is another rare moment in boxing where the best are facing the best. And for Crawford, daring to take this fight proves he's chasing legacy, not just paychecks.
What do you make of his chances against the man you worked with for many years?
Great chance. He have a great chance because his heart, his talent, and also his game plan and his strategy. But Canelo is no pushover.
I've watched Canelo for multiple years. Again, the best is fighting the best. And Crawford dared to be great. And this is one of the ways you do it. And you tell the world, watch, pay attention, and watch me make history. I will be one of those watching amongst millions of other people. I can't wait to, I believe, November. Or September. You have to understand that it's stages and everything, and you must live by the code and not soften up and become somebody that deceive the future that's coming behind them to think that second is better than number one.
Last
Crawford.
believe Crawford, even though, fought twice, throughout the year, Crawford, was
But look where he beat.
undisputed.
Look where he beat. Look where he beat. What he did to Spence and how he did it. That's 3 fights to me. And it took 4 fights out of Spence, right? I'm a fighter, so I can tell you when you get punished like that.
Yeah, I was there ringside watching the
It
fight.
takes a
It
few
was
years
different.
out of you. Don't see the years right now, but it sort of takes something out of that person.
Trainer Andy Lee also shared his thoughts. He said Crawford's facing a massive challenge, and the weight jump alone could be a real problem. But in terms of skills, he sees Crawford as elite. The real question is, can he carry that same sharpness with the added weight?
Massive challenge. Just the weight alone, it's a massive challenge. But in terms of skills and competitiveness, he's on a level. It's just the weight. It's going to be tough.
Canelo's got the weight. I just edge him maybe a little bit, but Crawford's got that style and skill and competitiveness. I love Crawford. He's one of my favorites.
Andy also admitted something honest. He doesn't know who wins. He says both Canelo and Crawford are such high-level fighters, it's almost impossible to make a confident pick.
I don't know how that fight's going to go. They're both legends, Hall of Famers, 2 great champions. I have no idea who's going to win that fight. Really, I don't, because they're such good fighters.
Joe Rogan, on the other hand, is backing Crawford. He believes Crawford has what it takes to beat Canelo. But, Rogan added, Crawford will need to be the absolute best version of himself to make it happen.
We talked about Canelo versus Crawford.
Yeah.
Do you think Terence Crawford can beat Canelo Alvarez?
Yeah, I think he can win.
Okay.
I don't know if he's going to win, but I think he can win.
So
but
I
he's
asked-
going to have to box a brilliant fight. Canelo has such unique skills, and one of the weird things that he does that very few people since Rocky Marciano does is he punches your arms.
Yes.
He brutalizes your arms.
Adding to the praise, Anthony Yarde said he's confident Crawford has all the tools to pull off something special. He said the excitement around this fight comes from the unknown. Styles make fights, and he described Canelo as a bulldozer, but warned that Crawford won't just sit back and survive. He's coming in to win.
Terence Crawford's he's a great. He can definitely accomplish something like this. But it's one of them things where that's why we're also excited for it. We don't know. Styles make fights. Canelo's a bulldozer. Canelo's going to be up for this fight as well. It's not going to be one of them fights where he's going to want to just coast through it, or he's got someone that's like on the back foot, trying to survive. Crawford's trying to win. We know that. So I feel like that's why this is such an exciting fight, for it to be a good fight. Stylistically, okay, so the thing about Crawford is when he gets hit, he turns it up. And Canelo as well. It's one of the people, he's not, it's such a good fight, man. For me, it's like one of the best fights. Because I'm a fan of both guys, both of their boxing ability.
Still, Yarde said if he had to pick, he'd lean toward Canelo. And the reason is simple. Canelo's size and weight give him a big advantage in this matchup.
And to be fair with you, that's the only reason I would say if I had to choose someone, I'll choose Canelo. As from what we've seen of Crawford so far, when he's gone up in weight, he's looked better. So at 147, he looked amazing.
Crawford going up in weight, he's looked better.
When he went to 147, he looked amazing. And now I think, was that his first fight at 147?
No, you're talking about maybe going to 154 when he faced Majimov.
And that fight wasn't his best. But again, Styles make fights.
Yeah.
We have to wait and see, man. Let's just wait and see.
Yarde's trainer, Tunda Jai, also gave his take. He said Crawford's skills and mindset make him dangerous, especially against someone like Canelo. He did say Crawford might struggle with high-volume punchers like David Benavidez. But against Canelo, he thinks Crawford has the tools to win.
Crawford can beat anyone. Listen, Floyd beat Canelo. Floyd's a small man. Crawford, with that domination, with that power, with that IQ, with that skill set, gonna be a problem for anyone. With that style, let me just reiterate it. With that style, I wouldn't say Crawford would be as successful with someone like a Benavidez. Yeah, because Benavidez throws 19 million punches in one round, and that style alone would cause Crawford different problems. But Canelo, because he's a full masterful boxer, I think Crawford can beat Canelo.
Carmel Mouton gave a balanced view. He admitted the weight jump is a serious factor, but still sees it as a true 50-50 fight. He believes whoever performs better on the night will walk away with the win. And no matter who wins, the fans are getting a thrilling matchup.
It's a big jump for sure, but I feel like Crawford definitely has a great chance. I feel like it's a 50-50 fight. I really don't know who will come out on top of that one. I just feel like the better man that night will win. So I feel like the fans are the winners in that one.
The speed advantage that Crawford will have over Canelo would definitely affect Canelo more than the weight. Crawford, and but I don't know. I mean, both them guys, they got a lot of experience, and it's gonna be a great fight. I don't know who to pick as a winner for real, but I got a lot of respect for both guys, and hope both of them come out safe. Give us a great shot.
Even though Carmel couldn't choose a winner, he said he's personally rooting for Crawford to get the job done.
Over Terence Crawford, who you got, champ?
I don't have a pick. I feel like I'm a root for Crawford, and so I just feel like Crawford is more multi-dimensional. He can do more things in the ring. He can get on his toes if he really needs to, and then he can also bang in the pocket, obviously. And I feel like Canelo's a great, but I feel like he's more one-dimensional. He's just gonna put that pressure, slick head movement, try to come with them counters. But I just feel like Crawford gonna have the speed advantage, and he gonna probably just outbox Canelo. But I don't have no pick right now, but I'm rooting for Crawford.
Oscar De La Hoya also chimed in. If he were Crawford, he said, he'd be extremely cautious going into this fight. He even took a shot at Canelo, saying he'd be watching him closely every minute of the fight, hinting at suspicions without naming anything outright.
Of anything or anything that would enhance Canelo's performance.
I'll be very, very careful. I'll be very, very careful. So, I mean, if I was fighting Canelo, I would ask for testing every single minute.
Oscar warned Crawford about the weight difference too. He reminded everyone that weight classes exist for a reason. But he also gave Crawford credit, saying he's skilled enough to cause real problems for anyone, including Canelo.
Anyway, I think that Crawford, yeah, I mean, he should be worried about the weight. First of all, there's weight classes for a reason. But I think, look, Crawford is a very skillful fighter. He has everything to win and nothing to lose. So I think, I think it's gonna be a good fight.
Antonio Tarver said Crawford doesn't need to change anything, just be himself. He praised how Crawford makes big fights happen and said Crawford has been in tough spots before. He knows what to expect. Tarver even said, you can see it in his shadow boxing. It's like he's already facing Canelo in his mind.
Terence gotta be Terence, bro. He's a real deep thinker. He processed fights like nobody else. And he's processed this Canelo fight. He's seen it. He went through it 2 or 3 times already. He knows how this ends. You can tell the way he shadow boxes. He visualizing Canelo being right there in front of him. You understand? Look at the movement. That's all you gotta do. Look at the movement. And that's the type of master boxer that Canelo is gonna be facing. And the only thing I say is Canelo hasn't faced an opponent like this in a long time. You know what I mean?
Tarver added that if Canelo wants to win, he'll need to return to the older version of himself, the hungry one, not the one who just cruises.
I think Canelo's gonna have to go back to the Caleb Plant fight and look that good, that active, that, you feel me, moving with that type of grace to beat Terence Crawford. Because weight ain't gonna make the difference. It ain't gonna be the weight. It's gonna be the skill set. It's gonna be the skill set and how bad they want it. Because both of them gonna get challenged like they never been challenged before. You know what I mean? So, we gonna see can one pull victory from defeat in the biggest fight of the century, bro. Biggest fight of the century. I can't wait, man.